My hearties, a very good evening to you. It's just me, Scottie McCLUE, and we are, of course, live on the big one. Welcome, welcome, I say. So lovely to be with you, and a big dinky do to you. Now, I hope everybody realises that we're on the new Talk channel on the YouTube tonight. Amazing. There's Jack joining us. Fantastic. Welcome, Jack. Lovely to have you with us. And Robbie is joining us as well. Now, when you come on, pardon me, do tell me where you are watching from. That always makes for a very, very good setup. If I can find out where you're watching from, that is always good. How's that, guys? A little bit more of that, I say. Always got to be a little adjustment at the start of the show. Yes, indeed. Just to see what is what. And maybe a little bit more light. I don't know. You tell me. How does that look? Wonderful stuff. Now, we've got Bobby with us as well. Dinky-doo, Bobby, 88. Super. There's Susan says, good evening, Scottie. Tops are here. Good evening, all. Excellent, Tops. I'm very glad you are with us tonight. How amazing is that? And has everybody sorted out the new Talk channel and the movie channel? It's a very brave move. Some would say it's complete madness, but we had to split it. Otherwise, folk were getting confused. So we've got a YouTube movie channel and a YouTube Talk channel, the Talk Show channel. And that's what it's all about. I say to you, Abel Tomato, thank you for joining us. Dinky-doo, and Caroline has joined us as well. A very, very warm welcome. Saturday night, 9 o'clock, nothing gets past me, of course. And here we are live on the big one. Ben Soldier Boy says, long time no see. Absolutely, Dinky-doo. Hello, Scottie. Hello, Ben. Hello. Hello, everybody. Everybody saying hello to everybody else. How amazing is that? Thank you so much to Mr. McCLUE, and also to Chini and Andrea and Hennifer and Jerry. Thank you for coming and joining us, Dinky-doo, I say, to every single one of you. Now, what's been happening this week? One thing I wouldn't mind talking about, because we need to get some common sense out there. You two big men, Dinky-doo to you. Tell us where you're watching from, guys. There's Princess 55, Brian Boy, and Bobby 88. There we are. Did you watch the F1 today? No, it's a bit noisy for me. And, you know, that sort of thing. New York, Dinky-doo. What do you think of Rhodesia? Well, I don't think it exists anymore. We've got Zimbabwe, the breadbasket of the world as was. I say to you, hello, Scottie from Dundee, Dinky-doo. What do you think of Oasis getting back together? I think it's marvellous. Yes, indeed. I like to see that. A bit of a reunion. I mean, I've sung a song, I don't know if you saw the video this week, hoping to get to Glastonbury. So there we go. Scottie, I slept in. Can you start again? Numpty heat, consider it done. Hang on. Hello, Dinky-doo. A very good evening to you. It's just me, Scottie McCLUE. Welcome to our Saturday night. And there we are. I believe Numpty Heat's joined us on time, of course. Welcome, Numpty Heat, Dinky-doo. There we go. From Berwick-upon-Tweed, England or Scotland. Who knows? Now, apparently, if you're one side of the Tweed, if you're in the south side, then you've got a little bit of a Geordie accent from Berwick-on-Tweed. Is that right? And if you go across the river, you're a bit Scottish. So there we go. Hello from the Democratic Kingdom of the Gorbals. Gorbals Grabber, just as well you're here, because we've got a lot to discuss tonight. Thank you for following, everybody, and thank you for sharing. So very, very kind of you. This is beautiful. Numpty Heed, you're late. So there we go. Yes, you're late, Numpty Heed. But if you fell asleep, we'd like you to get your nappette in. There we are. Loving the new account, Scottie. Do you like it, Gorbals Grabber? It's very brave, and some people have said, you're mad, you're mad. We've got 50,000 subscribers to the movie channel, and we've got 100 subscribers I think the last time I looked to this one. So if everybody can subscribe, we need to get 1,000 subscribers ASAP. And I know everybody goes, oh, subscribe, John, oh, subscribe. And you're like, McClue's different because it's for you. There we go. I don't get anything out of it apart from joy. There we are. Hello, says Arms. Hello. Have you all heard the news, guys, that we're going back on the radio? There we are. It'll be probably a couple of months, about 8 weeks, but it will pass in a flash just while we get everything sorted out. There we are. And talk to the big boss. There we are. Your favourite band. Oh, I think it's got to be Jimmy Shand, Rossi. Jimmy Shand and his band. They were the ones. The camera quality is looking lush. Just marvellous. Negan, I thank you so much. That's very kind of you. And how is the vocals? Can you hear me all right? Because I've got a very, very swish microphone. Can you just see it in shot there? In shot. Listen to me. My television background. Bro. Are you ever going back to Viking FM? No, probably. We're going to Yorkshire, so you'll be able to hear me anyway. So we are, bro, the most Scottish person I've ever seen. Absolutely, I am Mr. Scotland. You know, I mean, this is typical Scotsman. Loud and clear Scottish, says Susan. Thanks, Susan. Hope it's not too loud. Somebody says, oh, you're loud, Scottish. Oh! We've just achieved a huge gift there, guys. Thank you to everybody who's sent beautiful gifts in. Lovely, lovely people. Have you ever been to the Viking Museum thing there, Scotty? Whereabouts? Down in Largs or down at Viking at Hull? I used to be on Viking radio, you see. Greetings from Paisley, the man in Bournemouth, Neil O'Gormley, the buddy, who's in Bournemouth. How's your health, Neil? We haven't had an update for a while. There we are, Mr. Gobschnop. Dinky-doo, Gobschnop. From York, the Gorbals Grabber is in York. Wow, I love York. Are you ever going back to Viking? No, you see, I won't need to go back to Viking. Richard Tanner, what are you like, you top man and top DJ? Guys, if you're all watching, go up to my TikTok bio, click the YouTube link and subscribe to the channel because we're live on YouTube right now. In fact, go and watch us on YouTube right now. I tell you, there we are, dinky-doo. So you're in York, Gorbals Grabber. Have you seen what happened to the Gorbals High Rise? End of. That's it. All the poor souls. I hope they all get out okay. I love tariffs. Hello from Miami. How are your tariffs going? Are you a big Trumpite? Because we're big Trumpites in the UK. I tell you. So there we are. Fantastic stuff, love. TikTok's Top Talk Show. Good evening, sir. Good evening to you. Where are you from, Scotty? From Scotland. Yes, from Scotland. Scotty, I am Trump's #1. Excellent. Well, we are as well. He's a great man, and just watch him save the world. I love it. Guys, get subscribing as soon as you can. Up to my TikTok bio, click the YouTube link and tell me when you've subscribed and I can check. Will you be working on the side in Yorkshire, Scotty? Well, we'll maybe get to some dishes washed in the restaurants and that just to keep me going. And then pop along to the station. There we are. Elise has joined us. Hello, everyone saying hello from Washington, D.C. Elise, you're in Trumpland. Yes. Elise, have you been to Mar-a-Lago? There we go. I tell you, I think we're going to be very big in America when we go on the internet. Big style, if you see what I mean. Yes, because what's happening, a lot of stations are getting together. They're getting in touch with my big boss and saying that they want to go live when Scotty goes live. So I'm up for that. I think, well, do you know what? Why not? Do you know what I mean? So if you own a radio station or run a radio station and you want to be big, get in touch with the big boss. There was a press release went out the other day. I don't know if everybody saw it. We could maybe get it and read it for you. Sorry, I'm a wee bit clumsy here, guys. I'll be getting sacked. Sack myself. I came over for the 4th of July celebrations. Yes, I'm a Yankee doodle dandy. A real live nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. Elise, are there lots of Uncle Sams in Washington, D.C. at the moment? Neil Gormley says, I feel like a 70-year-old and I'm only 69. We love it. Here's the telephone going, guys. Our first caller of the night. You're live on Scotty's Phone In. Who's that? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello? I've got you on the big telly, Scotty. I've got you on big telly.
Are you on big telly? Yes. You'll need to turn that down, though, so we can hear you.
Wait, what?
You'll need to turn it down so we can hear you, la.
Oh, turn it down. Hang on. Telly, turn down.
How's that? Is that what?
Turn down telly.
No, I think you're struggling a bit there. Right. Give us a call back when you get sorted. How are we all this evening, says LGBT Icon. Dinky do LGBT Icon. LGBT Icon, should it be LGBTS to include straight people? That's what we were talking about one day. And then you've got full inclusion, which I'm sure the LGBT plus community would appreciate. There we are. I'm a Chinese, so I'm feeling like a prime king, says Gorbals Grabber. So there we go. Gulp, says LGBT. Mr. Andrew says, hello all, dinky do. Hello, Andrew. The wonderful Melinda Lemon from Missouri, Mississippi. She's down in the Gulf of America. Hi, guys. Hi, Melinda, darling. So lovely to have you with us on a big dinky duo. Good evening, sir. Good evening, dinky-doo, to every single one of you. They don't know me, son, says good evening. Where are you from, Scotty? Well, I was just telling somebody I'm actually from Scotland. So there we go. We can't hear you. Oh, I'm sure you can. Can everybody hear us on the old TikTok? Yep. There's the wonderful Alex Robertson, one of our finest actors. Good evening, Scotty. Good evening, Alex. Susan, how are you today? Says Ben. Lads, what do you all think? What do yous? Oh, Gorbals Grabber. Yes, black mark for you, la. What do yous all think? There's no such thing as yous. The plural of you is you. There we are, you. Yes, absolutely. So we don't do yous. Hi, how are yous? Are yous all right? All that nonsense, I tell you. So there we are. So you've got it, the plural and the singular, you and you. Hello, it's nice to see you all here. Hello, how are you? You see, that's how it works. I've got a deli spice last night and drank vodka. So there we are. I see, Captain Gamez. Right, you've been drinking the vodka, I tell you. Andrew, welcome, we say. Good evening, Scotty. Yes, indeed. Good evening to you, Alex. How lovely to have you with us. Now, there we are. GGHJ's in Yorkshire. Hello, how are you, says Hero02. You like getting on the Buckfast, big man? No, I don't get on the alcohol at all, big man. So there we have it. What have we got here? Loved your show in the old Scott FM days. Well, it's coming back about another 8 weeks and we'll be back on the radio. Scotty, I'm just back from the future and now the car's broke down. Numpty Heed, I've always said you were very futuristic. Well, I've always said you were ahead of your time because we've got nothing that compares like you for the last 30 years. Did you know you and I have known each other for 31 years, Numpty Heed? I tell you. Scotty, can you say get well soon to my friend Harvey? He's in hospital. Of course, Harvey, get well soon from your friend, the Gorbals Grabber. There we are. I love this, guys. My man's his username, 453. Some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. It's beautiful. The wee trolls have been booted down the Swanee. Guys, can everybody get sharing this? I'll see if I can do something here. But see if you can share. Phone. You're live on Scotty's Phone In. Who's that? Hello,
Scotty. It's David here from Glasgow.
David from Glasgow. I love to hear you. Can you turn the background down?
David from Glasgow. I love to hear you. Can you turn the background down?
If you can turn the background down, then we're sorted.
Sorry.
Yes, it's shouting and bawling.
How are you doing?
We're very well. Good to hear you, David. Are you all right yourself?
Yes, I'm all right myself, Scotty. I'm loving this Scottish weather. Aren't you loving the Scottish weather? Eh?
Oh, definitely going out in the rain. Just tremendous stuff, isn't it?
Oh yes, we've all got to love the Scottish weather.
We love the Scottish weather. How's things with you, David? What are you up to?
Oh, nothing much. Just sitting, chilling, watching the TV and.
Lovely. Have you got me on the TV?
Stuff.
Good.
Yes.
You've got us on the telly. That's excellent. That I say to you.
Yes, and I like watching your lives on TikTok, on your TikTok live.
There's a fair bit of nonsense going on there, I would say.
Yes.
Never a dull moment, David.
No, never a dull moment.
But do you know what I love, David? I love the fact that we can chat like this, that we've got the phones back. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it gives us all a chance to get a wee bit of the old chit-chat going.
Yes, it does, yes.
You know, we like that.
We do, yes.
We like that. And are you okay with the new channel?
Yes, I'm okay with the new channel, yes.
Yes, somebody said, you're off your head. What are you doing? You've got 50,000 subscribers and you're starting a new channel. I said, it's the only way to go. You've got to be ready for the future, you know.
Yes.
We've got to take care of the future. You've got to think ahead, David.
Yes, you do, yes.
Lovely hearing you. Well, listen, you take great care of your dear self, and a big dinky do to you.
Yes, a big dinky do to you.
All the best, my boy. Bless you.
Yes. Goodbye.
See you, Dave. All the best. Dinky do la. Bye-bye la. There we are. That's our David. That was excellent, guys. So there we are. Some good calls. Could you hear them all right? Very important. The Walking Alive says, I love you, Scottie McClue. You're very kind. Hulk Hogan says, hello from America. He's in the United States. Scottie, my girlfriend left me. Hulk Hogan, how silly was that of her to do that? You know what I mean? If you meet a guy like you, Hulk, there we go. I found you. Finally, I've been searching for your stream for weeks. I never knew you'd relocated the channel. Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Snifer, what we're trying to do is make sure that everybody finds it, because we're going back on the radio big style. Tommy Han, thank you for my beautiful, beautiful gifts. Guys, if you're on the TikTok, get yourselves up to the bio and click the YouTube link and come and join us on there as well. There we are. I dumped my fellow, says Hulk. I dumped my fellow, says Melinda. Oh, Melinda. Wow. Is this something recent? Had you been going together for 1,000,000 years? Or had you just met? Anyone would be lucky to have you, says Negan to Hulk. So there you go, Hulk. There, you've got a big support network on here, I tell you. There, more comments have been filtered. Is that not beautiful? We love it. Make way for the King's God. Scottie McClue fan, make way for the King's God. I tell you, have you noticed some tourists are very, very cheeky to the King's God? Now, I think disrespecting the King's God should be an offence, and I think disrespecting the police should be an offence. You know these people that shout and argue with the police? What are you doing? What law? What law? What are you doing? Why you stop me? Well, no, you don't understand. All that stuff. We would never have thought about it. They would have taken their hand off your face. Oh, my goodness me. Make way for Scottie McClue. We might do that. They're getting worse, says Melinda. Yes, absolutely. So there we go. So Melinda, I'm not going to pry, but was this a recent thing or a long time ago? You know, absolutely, because I mean, I think you're rather a beautiful person. So I can't imagine anybody not appreciating you. Life is life, I guess. There's plenty of fish in the sea, as they say. Hogan says. Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, I mean, you know, the lucky girl that gets you. Oh, my goodness. Just giving myself a wee mop down there, a wee comfort break. I tell you, they're getting worse. What's getting worse, Melinda? There we are. Fantastic. I'm just having a look here, guys. Yes. Grand. Thank you, Scottie, says Scott McClue fan. Excellent, Scott McClue fan. That was good to hear David on there. I enjoyed that. Telephone. You're live at Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, Scottie. My name is Precious.
Precious, how lovely to hear you. Where are you from, Precious?
I am from Scotland.
From Scotland. We love it. Lovely to have you. You're Precious on here as well.
Precious.
You're very
My name is Precious. Can I tell you something?
Yes, of course you can.
There's a story. It's kind of funny.
It's kind
I
of...
think you get a laugh out of it. You get a laugh out of it.
Right.
Ha, 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 ha.
Ha ha ha.
Okay.
Hee.
It's funny.
Oh.
Okay.
Right.
So a man goes to the shop, right?
Yes.
Wait, let me start again. Okay. A man walks into a bar.
Yes.
You'd think you'd see it.
Oh, brilliant. Excellent stuff. We love it. Melinda says, my darling is a covert, violent, narcissist or borderline, and I was a slow learner. I must stay away from him. Quite the challenge. No, Melinda, you must, because these people are damaged, probably from a very, very young age. Now, I know I'm talking about your darling here, but a narcissist is a malignant narcissist, because I actually had one of these in a business arrangement. So there you go, and they're very, very toxic. So you take care, Melinda, I tell you. There we are. A world-class operatic tenor and drop-dead gorgeous. I am quite sure, Melinda, but there's nothing drop-dead gorgeous about not loving you. My girlfriend was from the south. Better watch out for them, you know. Deep south as well, Georgia. Hulk, yes, Georgia. How am I doing? Y'all have a nice day now. Is that any good? Sorry for that, Scottie. Melinda, not at all. Why would you be apologising? You have nothing to apologise for. And I think that's something you should maybe be having a right good look at. Why on earth would you be apologising? So there we have it. I see you're sorry for what happened to me. Oh, just one bad man I met in my life, one bad man, but that's all it takes. You've got to watch, I tell you. And there we have it. Now, we want more followers, please, on the old TikTok. Tommy, thanks very much for your beautiful heart, me. I love this, the comment's been filtered, because that's the wee troll's been booted down the Swanee. Glasgow Celtic says, Jono, hail, Jono. Is it true London is better than Glasgow? No, that's a complete and utter falsehood. Nowhere is actually better than Glasgow. Some places are pleasant enough. Sorry you went through it. Oh, absolutely, Melinda. Yes, indeed. Yes, and lost my life savings as well. So there you go. I tell you, and you have to start again. But, you know, we get on with it and all the rest of it. And remember, Melinda, these people will never, ever, ever, ever win, because they actually have a real hatred of self. And we don't fancy that, because we have a love of self. Now, who else have we got here? It's so hard, and I deserve better. Melinda, of course you deserve better. You need a young version of McClue. That would sort you out. I invested in something coin there. The precious fella that called sounded familiar. I think I know him, says Captain Games. I'm sure. You're alive on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Good evening, Scotty. It's TALKSHOW.
Hey, Lala. How are you?
I'm tempted to go, all right, Scotty, man, how's you?
How you getting on, Sonny? Is okay?
I work in court these days, and so I vape. I spend a lot of time vaping outside.
Yes, vaping,
yes. Every single time some Ned comes up to me wanting something, right, and he'll go, "Oh, big man!"
Oh.
That's Ned code for fatty, right?
Yes.
He's already called me fatty, so whatever he wants, he's not getting.
Big man, no, he's not getting it anyway. I mean, I'll tell you, you don't need to vape though. You could just stop that right away. And
oh no, it's Scotty. I'm like Jack Cousteau with his scuba gear. Seriously, I'm like Darth Vader with his breathing apparatus. It's required. I can't breathe for more than 30 seconds without it.
We absolutely love it. I've got this. Can you see that?
Well, I can see. Let me see. Oh, that's industrial.
That is industrial, and that was a birthday present, and it's full of lemon and ginger.
Well, to be honest, it looks like the kind of thing we use at nuclear reactors to put the plutonium rod.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. When I was looking for a term for somebody said, "Can you think of a term of insult?" And if you think about it, all the insults that people say are actually beautiful body parts that you need, you know? So if you think about it, we'll not obviously go into them, but if you think about all these terms that people say, he's a this, he's a that, he's the next thing, they're all beautiful body parts. So I thought the most unpleasant thing I could think of was a spent nuclear fuel rod.
It doesn't really triple the tongue.
It doesn't really. You say, you're an absolute spent nuclear fuel rod.
There's a wonderful onomatopoeic quality to Scottish swearing, as Billy Connolly's explored a few times. Well, listen, just very quickly. A couple of weeks ago, a caller came on and he played his piano. Well, that gave me an idea. Have a quick listen to this, right? Have a quick listen. Oh, hang on, I'll need to turn the sound up. Right, okay.
Now, the Irish washerwoman.
Well, that's a synthesizer, right?
Wow.
Now, that's it playing itself. Just have a little listen to me playing it, right? Hang on. Just have a little listen to me playing it.
We love it.
That's me. What happened was about 4 years ago, my midlife crisis hit very hard, and I ended up buying lots of synthesizers.
Well, I'm coming into my midlife too, and I'm just wondering if I'll have a crisis.
Well, I'll tell you, I ended up spending thousands of pounds on synthesizers, actual real ones, and I can't play the keyboard. You don't really need. I mean, it's, you know, I get by on certain things. A wee tune in the Moothy, a wee tune in the box. I'm trying the button key, and you know, there's a guy on the internet at the moment, and he's got Jimmy Shan's old button key melodeons, and he's fantastic. And it's just like listening to Shan. And I didn't think there would ever be. And apparently this guy can do the button key melodeon and the piano accordion. Wow. Well,
Now that's a skill, because the button key, as you know, is a totally different technique. You've heard me play the wee button key box. And it's a totally different technique. It's a different sound in and out.
Yeah. Well, I worked out for my midlife crisis. It was either buying synthesizers at thousands and thousands of pounds, or buying a convertible sports car and getting a dolly bird, right?
Oh, get sports car. Get the missus in the sports car.
No, I worked out the synthesizers were only slightly cheaper than the sports car and the Dollybird price. So that's my midlife crisis. But I do love messing around with them because it's a synthesizer. You can make it sound like anything, and also you can make it sound good even if you can't actually play the keyboard. So that's my musical contribution to the show.
Well, I'll tell you, I nearly got a sports car. Of course, no money or anything like that. But this friend said, well, I mean, I just want if you can give me the price of the tyres. And it was a 1966 MG Midget.
Oh, lovely.
But when I went to collect it, the clutch was not working. And he said, just leave it now. Don't risk driving into Glasgow with no clutch. And I said, is the car still available? He said, no, I got rid of it. And there it was, a lovely 66 Midget, great wee thing. I couldn't get in it nowadays, though, you know what I mean? I used to get a terrible fool of myself with sports cars. I didn't realise you sat in first. So I was trying to actually get in, putting my legs in first.
All right. Yeah,
and I ended up, sort of with one arm in the pavement.
Well, I took while I was a student, I did some very low-level film work as a runner. And one of the films we had was they'd hired for the production a Lotus S3 Turbo, which is my dream car.
Oh, wow, the Lotus, yes.
They were filming, it was the actor Charlie Sheen was in it, and in Glasgow, bizarrely, in the late 90s. Yeah. And they had a left-hand drive Lotus S3, and it was parked just by the Hillman's umbrella at Central Station, waiting to be used. And I said to the prop master, I've always wanted to be in one, and he just handed me the keys. So I made sure that I took as long as I possibly could to unlock it, hoping that somebody I knew would pass by. And I think that pretending it's mine, and it's a left-hand drive car, which is significant. So I thought eventually I was getting in it, and I'm thinking I'm so cool. But the car's about 2.5 feet off the ground. It's like a dart, and it's also left-hand drive. And so as soon as I got in, I smashed my head off the top window frame. Like, ow.
No!
But I sat in the car and revved it for a little bit.
Well, you're sitting in the ground in these cars, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Mrs. Tupsway's car, I got it 9.5 years ago. It's just a little runabout, but it's been generally pretty good. But I think we're going to need to upgrade it, so that's the big dilemma.
It's heartbreaking when you have to. My garage are lovely people, and they put a long face on for me, and bad news, I'm afraid, Scottie. And it's just, they said, we can't find solid metal. And that was the end of my favourite car, and it was only 22 years old,
Well, that's it. I mean, I think...
virtually not run in as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah. Well, the clutch went on this one after 60,000 miles, which I think's ridiculously early for a clutch, but, they make them out of paper these days. But apart from that, it's been very, very reliable. So I'll maybe try and squeeze a few more miles out of it, because as you know, the only way you can get your money's worth for a car is to run it until the wheels fall off, or else it's a waste of money.
Oh, absolutely. No. I mean, I get about 19, 20 years out of a car usually. So I've only had about, I can't work that out, because I'm saying I get 19, 20 years out of a car, and I've had a good few cars. So by that, I should only have had about 3 cars.
No. 1.26. I've worked out, Scottie, right there off the top of my head. You're a mere stripling. I actually upgraded
my first car was a 1952 Austin A40 Somerset, and it cost me 20 quid.
Well, I've got a quick driving confession. I'll let you go in a moment, but a quick driving confession. I, up until 2 weeks ago, was still running on, do you remember the paper driving license?
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, that was my driving
license. The wee book.
Yeah, it was literally falling to pieces. It's in pieces. but it was also at my mother's address, which she hasn't lived at for 80 years. So I've been driving on this since 1987. But I finally went legit a couple of weeks ago. So I've got one of those, photo card IDs now, so I can now confess it. But every single time I was driving around in that, I was thinking, God, if somebody bumps me and the cops turn up.
Well, the only thing is nowadays with the automated number plate, recognition stuff, people can't get away with a bus ticket. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm legal to drive.
Oh yes, of course you are. No, it's absolutely fine. I mean, I found my father's license, and I think when he started, you didn't need to sit a test. He did, but you didn't need to. And my grandfather's first car was his only car actually, was a 1932 Morris 8, brand new, out of Morris, at 100 quid, with a kit of tools, red and black. And he nursed that thing for 20 years and got, I think, 150 quid for it in 1952, that sort of thing.
I had an extremely lucky break on my test. Because just as we were pulling away, it was in my mother's car that didn't have fuel controls, so the examiner was in the passenger seat, and we pulled away from the Glenburn testing centre in Paisley, and immediately there was a private hire taxi in our lane heading straight at us at the 30 minutes there. So I did a genuine emergency stop. It didn't bother me. Oh. The examiner absolutely soiled his union suit. I'm telling you, he was all over the inside of the car, strained against the seatbelt. He was so panicked. But it really didn't bother me. So we carry on the test. There's one bit where he gives me a prompt, which we're not supposed to do. It was about priority at a junction. And we carried on, and then we stopped, and he gave me the highway code test, and there we go. We drove back to the testing station, and he said, Mr. Tulso here, I'm pleased to say that you passed your test, but your highway code is deplorable. He actually used the word deplorable.
Deplorable.
He passed me anyway, and he said because of the emergency stop. So it's true, if you do a good emergency stop, that's you. So I passed first time, but I really shouldn't have, but,
Well, I heard about a motorcycle examiner, and he was the one that was to step out from the pavement, and the rider had to do the emergency stop. But unfortunately, he stepped out in front of the wrong bike. It was an ordinary bike on its way, and it had to go some crazy braking. So I think the examiner was in a bit of a panic. Stepped off the curb. But, they used to have these trick questions like, can you overtake on a bridge? And people are going, oh, no, I wouldn't overtake on the bridge. And they go, well, what if it was the Erskine Bridge,
I've sometimes occasionally fantasised about learning to ride a motorbike, but I couldn't do it. I don't have the boredom threshold for the inevitable hospital stay.
No, it's just too dangerous. I mean, I had a moped. I had a moped. I had a rally runabout, and there was another one like it called a mobilette, and then I had a puch maxi, and I think that the bits you got from the BMW dealer for that, fantastic. But no, the best driving one I heard was they used to. I don't think they do now. I think you've got to go to a test. But for people on the islands, they used to travel the examiners and take their test on the island.
Yeah.
And he said to this driver, he said, if you just reverse into this drive here now, sir. And he went, oh, no, can I say to you? He said, the guy that lives in there is very cantankerous. And if he gets fed up with people turning in his drive, and he'll come out and give us a piece of his mind. And he went, all right. He said, well, just pull forward and we'll find another one. It was his own drive, and he'd been trying to reverse into it for weeks.
Well, the idea, I mean, you probably know this, a lot of the islands in Scotland don't even have one set of traffic lights in the entire island.
Well, that's right.
And Tyree. So, yeah. But anyway, listen,
and one of the islands, they did a spot check, and I think most of the cars were taxed.
Oh yeah. I think there's some special deal. I don't think you have to have an MOT. I believe on the island.
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't like to push it. You know, I mean, in Ireland, when I was young in Ireland, they didn't do MOTs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just didn't get them.
Well, if the government was serious about saving the planet with electric cars, they'd be paying us to keep petrol cars on the road for as long as possible, because a car requires more carbon gases to a new car to be made than it'll ever use on the road.
Listen, electric cars were around way before the internal combustion engine. Charles Stuart Rolls, C.S. Rolls of Rolls-Royce, he was into electric cars, and that's when Royce met him. And Royce was from Manchester, I think, and Royce took him to see his first ghost he'd put together, and Royce went round the front and swung the handle, and Rolls said to him, "What's up with her, won't she start?" And he said, "She's running."
Well, you can buy a BMW 7 Series electric car that's only about 10 years old. You can buy it for about $3,000, and it was over £100,000.
Well, yeah, but the poor soul that's paid the full whack and's trying to get shot of it, because folk are just not wanting them at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the batteries go, and when the battery goes, it's 2/3 of the cost of the car, and the batteries really only properly work for about 3 years. You know,
and does it not take about just around the hour to charge these bigger ones?
Oh, you're lucky if it's an hour. I mean, it depends. The Musk variety, they have fast chargers, but you have to find them. You can't install them, I believe, by yourself.
Right. Because you think it takes you can fill up in about 5 minutes if the pumps are clear.
Well, what's going to happen? This is me. I'm putting on my fake turban. I'm a swami now.
We love it.
I'm predicting the future here.
You're looking into your crystal ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got it right out in front of me here. But I live in a traditional Glasgow tenement at Queen's Park in Glasgow.
I know.
Now, there's simply no possibility of having enough electric charging points.
That's what I was going to say. You're going to put it out the sitting room window or something, a big wire.
Well, we live in the top floor, so that would be a stretch.
No, you do not. No, you can't.
Yeah, this is my prediction. I'm pinching the bridge of my nose.
Of course.
And I can see the future. What they'll do is they will zone this area. The council will zone this area where you can't own a car. I'm guarantee that'll be it. You will not be allowed to have a car. There'll be a couple of car club sharing schemes, and then that's it. You'll have to get another subscription in order to have a car in this type of area. That's what they're going to do.
But you know what that's going to do? That's going to shove the price of these beautiful traditional flats with the drawing room and the dining room and a couple of big bedrooms and a hallway to die for and all the rest of it. And people are going to go into these wee modern boxes where they can keep a car.
Well, it's seriously. I'm looking at the ceiling here. The ceiling I've never measured it, but it must be at least
12.
The 12, maybe a little bit over 12.
12-foot ceilings, lovely.
Yeah. And the thing is, if you made this nowadays, you could fit another 2 flats, because we're on the top floor. You could fit another 2 flats if you just made them all the little boxes that people normally live in. But listen, I better let somebody else.
Oh, no, but it's lovely to hear you. You're very much appreciated on your everyday comments during the week. They go, "What's that top Swahili? He's very good."
Well, if they ever want anything else, would you like a little bit of pipe organ just before I go?
Oh, I think we must insist on it.
Let's see if I can work this. Hang on, I'm just pipe or no, it's a cathedral organ. Let's have a
cathedral. Oh, give us a bit of the cathedral.
See, I'll try and make it as quickly as possible. I've got a terrible habit. Oh, here we go. But you might get a bit of howl around just
all right.
Turn up the sound. But this is I stress this is the keyboard playing. It's the synthesizer playing itself, not me playing.
Oh no, we know it's you.
Oh no. So that's the bagpipes again. Here we go. Hang on.
Ah, you're a master. You're a master. What a pianist. Lovely. You're a master, Tops. I'm telling you, lad.
On that musical note, I shall depart. Take care,
Dinky do ta-la. There we are. That's your Tops way here. Now then, guys, what have we got here? It's so hard. I deserve better, says Melinda. You do, Melinda, yes. Where did we leave you there? You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, my name's Andrew.
Andrew, how lovely to hear you. What can I do for you, sir?
I just discovered you was on YouTube this afternoon.
Wow.
And I'd not heard of you since about the 90s. You were on the radio, then you was off, and then you was on again, and then you disappeared.
So where are you based roughly, Andrew?
Roughly, I'd say North Lincolnshire.
North Lincolnshire, we know it well, yes. So you would be able to hear Magic, you'd be able to hear Viking.
Oh, don't have to listen to them.
Hallam, any of these?
Yeah, I mean, we used to listen to Links FM before they changed their name.
Links FM, very nice as well, good stations. Well, we're going back, so you'll be able to hear it, I'm pretty sure. We're going to go back across Yorkshire.
That's good.
Yeah, so we'll be back on it might take the best part of a couple of months by the time we just sort everything out, but it's on its way, let's just put it that way.
Good. Yeah, I was listening, your last caller you were talking about electric vehicles.
Yes.
Yes, I've got a Tesla.
Very nice. I believe they're very nice. Yes, absolutely.
They are. I'll tell you what, it's the best car I've ever had. And I've had, before that, my best car was one that used to run on vegetable oil.
Oh,
30,000 miles. And that was cheaper than this one, but no.
Do you remember when they had biodiesel made from the chip shop oil? And your car smelt of chips?
Yeah, my car was of the same era. It
Brilliant.
had a tank in the boot and it had all the switch gear and stuff. And if anyone was travelling behind me, it did smell like a chip shop.
We love it. And we love Lincolnshire, by the way.
Yeah, it's not a bad place. I've lived here for quite a few years.
Very, very nice part of the world. I remember taking a run out past RAF Cranwell.
That's further south.
That's quite a bit further south. And the whole area smelt of onions.
Ah.
Very, very nice. But there was a lot of onion farming, onion growing. And it smelt lovely. Clears your sinuses, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Just thought I'd ring because I thought, I've not seen you for years. Well, I never saw you. It was on the radio.
Well, absolutely.
I subscribed earlier and I noticed that I think you was on 105 subscribers and you've gone up about another 7 or 8.
Wow, well...
You're getting there.
We're getting there. Well, let me tell you that we actually reach 1 million people a week with all the platforms.
Wow.
So it's incredible. When people used to say, just 2 or 3 people listening, you think, no. We actually, and tonight, to this show, I can almost guarantee the audience will be around the 5,000-6,000 mark. And that's us not really doing anything in particular. Once we start the radio stuff again, because I was used to 250,000 people listening every half hour.
Really?
Yeah, these were the audiences.
You do less dinky-doos these days?
Less dinky-doos, but things are changing. The world... It's not change, but the whole radio industry has changed. And what we're going to do is provide Scotty's sanctuary where people can come on and have a chat. So we don't perhaps have as rough an edge to things as we used to, but, the numbers will make up for that.
Yes, I always felt you was a little bit on the
naughty side of things.
Oh, I could be.
Yes, yes, yeah. I mean, when you disappeared, I thought, yeah, maybe.
No, it was never. I've never actually said or done anything that has made me disappear from radio. What tends to happen if your audience is big enough, another station owner comes and buys you.
Right.
So you're actually going, people say, "Hi, let's get rid of him," oh, and you're actually going and getting a better deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lovely
well,
talking to you.
Great. Yeah, and great to see you back doing things.
Hey, and dinky do.
Yes, see you soon.
See you lot.
Thanks.
There we are. What a nice man from Lincolnshire. Who have we got here? The real McClue type would be fine, says Melinda. Melinda, you're very kind. Starting again, he can't change, he won't change. But you might miss elements of it. But the other thing is, you'll be into it all. You're live on Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
Hello, Scotty, I'm back. And this time, I have a magic trick.
A magic trick, Precious?
Yes, a magic trick. All right.
Right.
Okay. Let me give you all right, think of a number.
Number, right.
10999, okay?
Yes.
Right, you got it?
Yes.
Okay. Times it by 2.
Oh, my goodness me. Right.
Oh, all right. Must be a big number then. Oh,
yes.
All right. Take away, okay, the first digit of that number, right?
Yes.
Take that away, right, from the number you have now.
Yes.
And now add on your birth year.
Oh, my goodness.
Take your time.
Yes, okay, yes.
You got it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm new to this, so this might go wrong, but I'm hoping it goes right, Scotty.
Yes.
Okay. Last step. Take away 400.
Right.
All right. Is your number 1206?
It is. How did you do that?
How did I do that? Well, a magician never tells, Scotty. A magician never tells.
You're a magician, never tells. Absolutely. Dinky do, Mr. Magic. Fantastic. Scotty and Tops for Hay Show. Well, yes, well, why not, Susan? Love conquers all, says John Doe. A good vape after a Chinese. What are we getting? You're live at Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
It's Glenn.
Glenla, how are you?
I'm not so bad, thanks. I just want to put a big shout out for you for putting that big statements about my club last week.
Oh, right.
You know, Sheffield Wednesday.
Yes. Did you like that?
I did, yeah. It's got to be rectified, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be sorted, Glenn, I'll tell you. And did you get the news about McClue being back in Yorkshire?
I did, yeah.
Oh.
What do you reckon to the Wednesday thing then, Scott?
Well, I'll not go into the detail because I think probably they'll be struggling on to try and sort something. So, we don't want to go, we've made our point. And I think that's what matters, Glenn. You've got to make your point because I know that all the Wednesday crowd, and I was also a wee bit unimpressed with the other mob singing at Wednesday.
Some of them are a little bit understandable about it. Some are like saying they don't want to see the club grow.
Oh, we want to see the club grow. I mean, the Wednesday's a fabulous club. Both the Sheffield clubs are good clubs, but I thought that the other mob were being a bit tough on Wednesday with their songs.
Mate,
Is that normal?
I don't think it is, to be fair. You've got to be a bit respectable, ain't you?
I think so.
Employees, footballers have got to be paid, staff have got to be paid, like you've said.
Yeah. You liked it.
It's a passion, isn't it? It's something what's gone on for 150 odd years, isn't it?
Well, it was very, very well received. Thousands watched it.
Like I said, not thinking so much into it. I just hope something gets done, obviously, because I'm a Wednesday fan and all that.
Absolutely. And you wait till I get back down there and we'll sort lots of things out.
Oh, Philly, you could be chairman one day, Scotty, then, couldn't you?
Chairman of Wednesday, Scottie McClue.
Can you imagine? What's how long is it going to be before you go on, sir?
We think about maybe 6-8 weeks, something like that.
Are you bringing the wizard back into it?
Oh, we'll get the wizard of the big switchboard. You can't operate without your wizard, lad.
And it'll be a 10 till 12 thing or a 10 till 1 thing?
We'll have to sort all that out and I'll get back to you on it. There's no point in me telling you one thing and doing another, do you know what I mean?
Why do you keep us in suspenders kind of thing, Scott?
Keep you in suspenders, lad.
Keep us on us. Is there a lot watching football tonight, do you reckon, Scott? England, Lionesses?
Oh, we'll have a look at that. I'm not, I must confess I don't get, as excited with the ladies' stuff as I do with the normal stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit, I got a bit annoyed the other night because they'd taken my favourite soap opera off.
Do you think they're just trying to put it on an even level then with Jack?
Yeah, well, I'm just wondering with all this equality stuff, I'm just wondering when will it be when the big clubs are all female, because normally what happens is you get a few token ladies in and the next thing they're running the show,
I mean, do you think they should have that on a separate channel then? Do you think they should keep...
Yeah, there should maybe be a channel for women's football. Yeah. In fact, I might get one up. There's a thought. I'll talk to me big boss.
You've got to keep it controversial at times, Scotty. You've got to have an opinion, aren't you?
You've got to have an opinion, Lala. And so nice to hear you. I'm going to press on because we're tight for time. You take care of you.
When he starts anyway.
Oh, listen, you and I'll be talking before then, La. No problem.
Thank you, Scott. Love you, man.
Love you, man. That's our Glenn. What a great guy. Oh, I'm getting a bit of carry on here, guys. Wait, let's start this. There we are, and we're back. Did you lose us there on the old TikTok, guys? Go up to the TikTok bio, find the YouTube link, click it, and subscribe. Love conquers all, says John Doe. Nothing beats a good vape, says the Gorbals grabber. Yeah, but let's get people off the vapes, I tell you, that's what we want to do. Right, we're a bit behind, guys, with all the stuff here. A lot of calls tonight. Busy night. See, when I'm bored, I chain smoke in my room and play the guitar. Well, Gorbals grabber, play the guitar, but don't chain smoke. Anyone here know of any jobs going around? Been on the search since I got fired, says Ben. Right, so we'll have a look, Ben, see what we can do for you. When are you going to stream Fortnite? Could you do it once a week? I hear line 2 ringing in the background, says Numpty-Heed. Oh, Numpty-Heed, all the lines are ringing. There's Elise Numpty-Heed last week. You, wait a minute, let's get this one, hang on. During the break, oh, there's a whole lot going on here. Numpty-Heed, what do you make the tea? My magic trick is what? Good going, says Precious. During the break, Elise, the last one I made is cold, says Numpty-Heed. Susan says, Elise, I have the cake tonight. And the Garibaldi biscuits, says Elise. Susan, your coffee cake's waiting. Just that the new staff are a little bit slow, says Elise. There we go. I've ordered Dundee cake, says Numpty-Heed. Who do you think you are, Winston Churchill? But the train was cancelled. I have carrot cake tonight, says Susan. Good for the donkeys at Blackpool. Carrot cake coming right up, says Elise. I'm back. I got locked in the bathroom, says Ben Soldier Boy. What a wonderful night tonight. What an awesome show, guys. And we're just about out of time, sadly. I can't believe it. Oh, my goodness me. Right, has everybody followed us on the TikTok? And have you all subscribed to the new YouTube channel? Guys, I need 1,000 subscribers. So don't give me excuses going, oh, no, I don't bother with that. No, just get on and do it. Evening, Scotty, I'm late to the party, says Ross. I know, Ross, my boy, we're just going. I'll be back to call from now on until the end of time, Scotty. Each week will be unique, Precious, I'm sure it will. Trust me, McClue. Thanks for the show, Scotty, and good night, everyone. Good night, top stinky do. Right, stick your tongue out, say ta-ta. Love you. Ta-ra-la.